so I believe that the board is the most vital link between the community and the schools. The board establishes budgets, sets goals, guides collective bargaining, and establishes an overall mission of the district, which in my opinion should be serving the students. My vision for the Shelton School District is for us to reestablish a strong bond with the community, to promote and advocate for more community involvement, and treat the community's ideas and wishes with the thoughtfulness and respect that they deserve. How else can a board ask for and expect support? The board's job is to quite literally serve the public. If the board does not listen, engage, educate, and respect the community, it is no longer a functional board. As a board director, I will work with my fellow board members to listen to, communicate, and work with the community to make this district the best in the state. From my experience in the schools that I work with and volunteer in, I believe that we have a really great foundation. We have some of the most amazing teachers and staff that I'm very proud to call friends. And I want to work to support them, and I look forward to getting to know staff and teachers in the schools that I am not currently involved in. And I really believe that as a community and as a school district that we can all work together to keep propelling the Shelton School District to realize everything that it can be, which I believe is a lot.
First off, school board members should be required to be involved in other community functions besides serving on the Shelton School Board. Board members must have a positive attitude promoting education about our Shelton schools. My vision is for the Shelton School District to have the community pass a bond that upgrades or replace Mountain View School, and also the possibility of building a 4th elementary school. This would reduce class size at all the elementary schools. Another vision is to keep the pace for higher education, for higher graduation rate of our students attending Shelton High and Choice High School. This won't be a slam dunk, but by having and maintaining high expectations in all our students will graduate and have success throughout their lives.
The school board has several specific functions, but I believe it should play a very visible and active role in the community. I believe we can best support our students by partnering families, schools, and community. Board members should be out and about in the community, at school activities, civic groups, however they can be most involved, because communicating, networking, and partnering won't happen as effectively from the confines of a boardroom or an office. Therefore, we should work toward the vision of having the best school district in the state, and the school board should be good listeners, good stewards, and good ambassadors. I hope to see a community and a school district working beside each other to support our students to the best of their abilities.
One of the main jobs I see and do every day is to champion the district. I don't know much about educational theory, but I do know money and numbers, whether it's financial, numbers of graduates, or what a fiscally responsible decision looks like, and the blowback it brings. This to me is my role, to be a vocal proponent of everything that is going on in the district that is good. There's a lot that's happening that's great in this district. Talk to the kids that are singing in the elementary school choirs. Talk to the kids on the tennis team. Talk to the teachers about high cap in all schools now. It's a great, exciting time in this district. We all need to celebrate and keep supporting our schools. And I want you to stop me in Walmart or at a school event and ask me questions that you have. I'll get an answer. That's what I do. Thank you, Geico. I'm 1/5 of the decisions that the board makes. The board as a whole sets the budget, makes policy, and above all, must be a stalwart for the district.
What role does the school board have in our community? What's my vision? The school board has a specific job to do. They set policy and provide guidance and oversight for school administration. They interpret and apply state requirements and applicable laws and the policies that work locally. They work with the district's administration to assure schools have the means to make our schools both efficient and successful. The school board must have a good grasp of the big picture and to set long-term goals for our schools, pull for our students is easy. Students need tools through their education and their experiences that make them prepared for their future. How do we make sure that happens can be pretty complex. Again, it's not just schools, faculty, administration, or the school board, but the combined efforts of all of us, including parents and community members. The school board must remain a team member working towards the student's future. I've heard goals such as improving the on-time graduation rate, not a bad goal, but I think the student's overall level of education is what best prepares them for the future. My vision for the school district would be to create the kind of student environment that fosters success at all levels. To continue to see our students achieve their academic goals year after year, and for those goals to rise year after year. To see academic excellence become the hallmark of our school system. Thank you.
So the school board's role in the district is to provide vision and policy direction to the superintendent. They set goals and align the money and find resources for achieving those goals. School board members should stand for excellence and believe that every child can achieve to their full potential and show appreciation to workers in the school district because they matter. School boards are the elected representatives of the community and as such should be available to the community to receive suggestions and feedback. If I'm elected and there's an upcoming school board meeting where I know that a topic is being brought up that is of particular concern to a person or group, I want to be sure to invite anyone interested to that particular meeting. School board members are community members and should be involved and visible at school and other community events. My vision for the school district is to offer a world-class education that opens the door to advanced education, military, or workforce in a safe and caring environment that fosters student confidence and creativity. I hope to see a school district where the whole community supports the education of our kids. I hope to see higher graduation rates from both Shelton High School and Choice. I hope I see a change in the climate with the school board and the students, teachers, and the community. I would like to be a part of the positive changes and lead the district in a new direction. I believe it's about building futures for every kid.
This is a very important question, and obviously 3 minutes is a very little amount of time to adequately address it, but I hope that you got a flyer of mine which lays out what I see as the role of a school board director in the Shelton community. But if you hadn't seen my flyer, please grab one. Since I didn't really have an opportunity to talk about my qualifications, I'm just basically going to say that I agree with most of what I heard here about the role of the school board in the community. But I'll read the first thing that I have on my flyer. I support a free and quality publication for all children of age residing within the Shelton School District boundaries, regardless of the color of one's skin, religious preference, the sexual preference, the political affiliation of all the parents and children in the school district. I skipped a little bit there, but you get the gist of it. Besides, I mentioned that I was a 3-time loser in politics, and all 3 of those were for the PUD commissioner. But I should point out that the PUD survived, and it is much, much stronger in Mason County than it was before my efforts in the 70s and 80s. I may have lost the election, but we won the war, and there's not a nuclear plant 30 miles downwind of this community either as a result of my efforts. I also have a master's in teaching degree from the Evergreen State College, which has, the Evergreen State College doesn't have as good a reputation around here as it should. It has a theme-based integrated curriculum, which is something that I'd like to see in the Shelton School District as well. I also have an associate's degree in marine carpentry that I got at Seattle Central Community College, in addition to the Catholic education that I got in high school. There's some of my qualifications, getting back to that anyway. And I once again want to thank you for coming out tonight. I'm a little disappointed in the amount of attendance, but nonetheless, I appreciate each and every one of you coming here tonight, and I hope you'll consider voting for me on November 3rd. Thank you again.
Well, the school board position is to work closely with the superintendent. Actually, the State Board of Education lays out very clearly what the school board does. And their number one mission for every school board in the state is to raise student achievement. That's like a mandate that we've been given from the State Board of Education. So everything we do, everything on our agendas, need to be looking at that mandate. But how we do that is another. Every community is unique, and we need to look at how we work with our community to achieve that. And what does it mean, student achievement? Right now, I think the state is looking at test scores. In fact, our state has pushed test scores higher than, more rigorously than at the national level. We need to really look at how and what we're asking of our students. And the first thing that we need to do with our students in our classrooms, as well as within our community, is to build healthy relationships. Knowing where our students are coming from, knowing if they've had a meal, are they ready to learn, if they haven't been able to sleep, if they haven't had the correct nutrition. There's a lot more that goes into education than assuming that our children show up ready, all at the same level, all at the same time to go forward. This isn't reality. So we need to meet our students, meet our families where they're at, and together build those relationships. Make our schools a place where children, not some children, all of our children and youth are excited to come to. A place where parents feel welcome and want to work together as part of a team to help our young people achieve those dreams. First of all, build those dreams, and then find the path to get to those dreams. And we can do that. So I'm going to say, this is a new day. We have mail-in votes. You're going to have your ballots way before November 3rd. So look for those ballots middle of this month and get them tallied.